Got it.
All right, it's going to be a quick interview, actually, for
Can I have a picture?
On the interview.
Your interview?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Ready?
taking a picture.
We know when. Hey, I'm here in Maricopa County with Sheriff Joe, who really needs no introduction. He just revealed the findings of the cold case posse. Sheriff, if you would, just let us give a quick rundown of what you just talked about in the press conference.
You got an hour and a half. Well, you know, this came to my attention with the Tea Party in Surprise, Arizona, a few months ago.
Yes, sir.
That petition came to my office, asked me to look into this. You're our last resort, Sheriff, please do this. And I didn't want to just throw the request in the wastebasket. I don't think that's right. I report to them, they're my bosses. So in order to get the media and take one hit piece against me from the media by accusing me of using taxpayers' money, I decided to give it to my volunteer professional posse, who are well-trained and work under the Constitution. The sheriff can swear them in. So they've been there a while. I didn't just swear them in for this. So why not use the cold case posse? That really fits it. So I gave it to them. I didn't want, I told them, however it comes out, if we can clear the President of the United States, I'd be just as happy. They were even leery of this investigation, but then they dug into it, came up with a lot of information about the birth certificate.
Yes, sir.
And also the immigration, the selected service card that not many people knew about. But I think when you look at the technical displays, which I'm not very familiar with, but you can see that there's some problems with the birth certificate, and you can see there's problems with the selected service.
And I completely agree with you, but what I found most shocking about your press conference was the complete desire by the media to not even care about what you were presenting. Would you care to comment on that?
You know, that's sad. The media has been putting a blackout on this issue for quite a while. I didn't see the national media talking about it. Now maybe they will talk about it, because another thing we did, thanks to you, is put this live.
Yes, sir.
Now they can compare what the media says and what's the real truth by looking at it. That's why it's good to do that, and they probably knew it too. So it's sad. It's sad how the media does things here when you're dealing with the President of the United States, trying to get me accusing him with a crime. I never accused him of a crime.
And you didn't know that was what they tried to stay on the entire time, and in fact derail the conversation of what the cold case posse findings are, that it looks like these are forgeries, which you never accuse a president of actually forging the documents. You were trying to find out who it is. Can you talk about what you're going to be doing in terms of potentially going after the individual who may have put together these forged documents?
The big issue right now that I have is, where do I go from here?
Yes, sir.
First of all, the investigation is not complete. The only reason I went public on this preliminary investigation is the fact I told the Tea Party that I would go public. I said the end of February. I didn't want to do it because that's the election, the presidential election occurring. It would look too much like politics. So I waited one day later, March 1, to go public and give the information out and let the people decide, and hope that I generate some interest, especially with law enforcement, whether it's federal, Hawaii, that may call and say, hey, we can help you. I'm not holding my breath on that, but normally if we had this information about a crime that committed in Hawaii, alleged forgery and fraud, I would get in touch with the police or whoever and say, we got this information. It's your jurisdiction. We'll work together. I'll send my detectives down there, and we'll develop the investigation to see if we can catch the forger.
Yes, sir.
Normally that's what would happen. But we know, according to our investigation, can we really trust Hawaii? Because we're dealing with the health department there, whoever maintains these records, and there's some missing here, missing there. So why don't they just come up? I said from day one, come up with the micro.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
It seems pretty simple
That's
request.
very simple. Why does Hawaii come up with it?
Well, what is it the media? Again, I think the main point of what the press conference became was it was an attack on you for being the person to bring this up. I think the better question should be, why is it the media doing their job and actually asking these questions? And again, I think this shows. I don't know if you listeners heard the song playing on Sheriff Joe's cell phone. It was "I Did It My Way," "Let the Record Show" by Frank Sinatra, and I think we owe it to America's Sheriff Joe that to actually have investigated something that a lot of people around the country have been hoping the media would do, and it fell into Sheriff Joe and his cold case posse.
Well, you heard one of my friends, the reporters, well, why isn't it everybody else looked at it? No, they never looked at this. No, they never brought this out.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, who has brought this out? Law enforcement. No one. So don't go telling me everybody else has looked at it. I'm the only one that really looked at it in law enforcement, and that's what's going to shake everybody up, because all we have is innuendo. Nothing against you guys, I know, but you're pretty well on track too. Some things may not surprise you. However, no one's really officially looked at it. And I'm a law enforcement guy. Why can't I look at it? And when we come up with possible forgery or what would I do? I just forget this now and throw it in the wastebasket? I don't care if it's a janitor that did it. I mean, someone violated the law, or we have probable cause. Now we got to prove it. It's good probable cause out there. I'm not saying they're guilty. Well, just in law enforcement, you work on probable cause. This isn't just a suspicion. I think it's one step higher on probable cause. When you have probable cause, you continue the investigation, get enough evidence to get those people charged. So what am I supposed to do? Drop it? If you look at the charts and everything, it looks like there's a lot of smoke out there, right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody in their right mind will know that. Look at the selected service. Did you guys know about the selected service?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you didn't know about the 80. You didn't know about that. We got the equipment too. You could not know. You could never get that. We got it.
Well, something tells me we're just getting started here. And from Maricopa County with Sheriff Joe, this is Michael Thompson.
Well,
WND.
thank you for your support. Thank you for letting the public know the true story, and not what the media wants to twist around, because they know me, and anytime they can jab me, they're going to do it. But you know what? They can jab me all they want, as long as they say I'm doing my job, whether they like it or not. I'm doing my job, so they can jab me, try to insult me, degrade me. It's not going to work.
Hear, hear.
They fuster it. 20 years they've been going after me, but they can't get me. I've been married 55 years to the same gal. I have no skeleton, so the only thing they can try to do is embarrass me the way I do my job, which isn't going to stop, because I'm running again.
All right.
My 6th time, and everybody's ganging up on me. This is another issue I don't need. I got enough issues.
Huh.
With the Justice Department, illegal immigration. I don't need this one, believe me. And all my campaign people say, leave it alone, you're never going to win on this one. Everybody tells me, there's all these policies, oh, you'll never win. You know what, you hear what I said? I said I'm going to do it. It's from my heart. People asked me to do it. I did it, and I think we're going to be successful. And then we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Sheriff, don't go.
Can we get a
You're
couple
so generous
pictures?
with your